Last year, the CDC released statistics that showed that the only age group of women that showed a rise in birth rate were women over the age of 40. And there's an increasing number of these women that are actually first-time mothers. For the last 10 to 15 years, we've seen similar rises such as these in birth rates of women over 40 in developed nations around the globe. I call them the silent maternal army. Why? Because women who have children after 40 tend to suppress their true opinions because they fear public censure or criticism for being older mothers. I think it's time to go public with the truth about motherhood after 40.
I had given up on having a child, so I threw myself into my career. It was a chance meeting with my OB that really changed my life forever. Even though I was given less than a 3% chance of conceiving, I was still filled with hope that I could have a child.
I met my current husband at 39. At 40 and 19 weeks pregnant with twin boys, tragedy struck. I woke up in a hospital bed with a breathing tube, C-section scar, and no babies. It was absolutely the worst day of my life.
I got married when I was 39, and by the time I was 43, I'd gone through 6 grueling and unsuccessful IVF cycles with 2 pregnancy losses. Then, when I finally did become a mother, strangers would sometimes mistake me for my daughter's grandmother. That comment still stings even today.
I got married when I was 30, and we weren't ready to start a family yet. Later on did I think, why did we wait so long? I was bombarded with all the things that could go wrong and how the tests were going to come out. Because I was over the age of 35, they labeled me as advanced maternal age.
I feel like I'm part of a sort of neo-sandwich generation. My mother passed away long ago. My father is 81 and he lives in another country. My children are now 8 and 5. And whenever my dad visits, I wonder if it's going to be the last time. I feel like I'm sort of already scrapbooking the memories.
We need to change the way we talk to older mothers. We need to get rid of titles like advanced maternal age. These labels make us feel bad or ashamed for waiting.
I was a classic type A personality. I'm a much better mother now than I would have been 20 years ago, 15, 10, or even 5. I'm much more patient with my child now.
Being a mom in my 40s gives me lots of advantages. I feel I've done all my fun stuff in my 20s and 30s and can devote 100% of myself to my children. I also feel, because I struggled to become a mom, that I appreciate them even more.
When I was younger, I feel like I was still trying to find myself. Now, I'm so happy to be such an active part of my daughter's life, whether that's volunteering in the classroom or hosting playdates here with her friends.
When I was 47 and my son was 5, he suddenly turned to me one day and said, "Hey Mama, do you know what you're going to be when I grow up?" And I was interested, and I said to him, "No, what am I going to be when you grow up?" And he looked at me and smiled and said, "My grandma." And that's when I knew I was onto a completely different thing in terms of motherhood.
You have to ask yourself, would you have a regret on your deathbed? My one regret would have been not becoming a mother. Even though I think it would have been better to be married to my best friend, this was the hand that I was given. And I believe I am blessed beyond measure to have my precious, wonderful little baby girl.
There is some truth in saying that with age comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes beauty. Becoming a mother was one of the most joyous and humbling experiences I've ever had.
My boys are my life. They are everything and more than I ever imagined as my children. Motherhood is possible at any age, and adoption is just a word. When you finally hold that child in your arms, it is then you will understand.
It's amazing how having a child in your life can make you feel younger. They make you laugh and they make you cry. My daughter knows how old I am, but she's never said she wished I was younger. She's just happy to have a mom who loves her so much, and I am so very blessed to have her in my life.
I feel that we are on the brink of a profound transformation at the bedrock of the nuclear family as we know it. This is a rising breed of mothers after 40, and they are a unique hybrid. Basically, they are women with a mother's heart, but they also have this entwined with a grandmother's wisdom, and it doesn't get any better than that.